The mid-1990s was an incredible era in our history, not only because legends like myself were born during this time period, but also because home entertainment was seeing a huge leap into the future as home game consoles were making the transition to three-dimensional gaming. Not only was hardware becoming more powerful, but we also saw companies like Sony and Sega transitioning to disc-based media with the compact disc, or a CD. You remember these things? Incredible! The dominant CD console of the 1990s was the Sony Playstation, the OG, the father of modern gaming. While Sega did have a disc-based console with the Saturn, its marketing strategy was absolute shit. And with all of the confusion surrounding it, developers were left in the dust, fans were left in the dust, and this boy right here was just so goddamn charming and lovable and had such a huge library of games from the get-go that it became the mainstay as far as disc-based gaming in the mid-1990s. The benefit of compact discs for game developers was a significantly larger amount of space to work with when creating their work, and therefore there was also greater room for soundtracks. Because it was a CD of all things, there could be a significantly higher level of audio quality as well. I mean, come on, this thing is also a CD player. You could pop your CDs in here, make your own visual experience. A cool piece of music history right here. Higher audio quality and a greater amount of space on these discs meant that the composers and producers of classic game soundtracks had much more creative freedom to work with when compared to the early days of gaming, where they were much more restricted to what they could fit and use in terms of MIDI and sound. Therefore, we got to hear some of the most breathtaking soundtracks that gaming has ever seen. Considering the fact that the transition to 3D gaming was a bit awkward and rough to say the least, having an immersive soundtrack to pair with these obscure visuals was essential in terms of building an immersive gaming experience. And since it's spooky season, I decided to take a look at the soundtrack from one of my favorite PS1 installments, as well as the godfather of survival horror gaming, which is the original Resident Evil. Now, technically, the second and third games had superior soundtracks in terms of both quality and composition. However, there's something very charming about these early blocky games, music included. As you navigate your character through a spooky zombie-infested mansion with a secret chemical laboratory in the basement, you'll encounter all sorts of spooky audio bits and tunes that will make your skin crawl. But my personal favorite tune is from the safe room in the game. As its title would imply, the safe room is a space where your character can go to save your progress in the game, as well as organize your inventory of weapons, ammunition, and health items. And the tune that plays here is one of the calmest and most beautiful in the game, albeit simple. Yes, it still has the spooky tone of the other songs, but it's not as frantic or claustrophobic. It's very light, very chilling. It's eerie, but calming at the same time, and is one of my favorite pieces of music from the PS1 era. Because I love this tune so very much, I decided to chop up portions of the audio and create a lo-fi hip-hop arrangement with the tune, which I originally called Jill Sandwich. However, I've just redubbed it as Safe Room and wanted to add some very spicy guitar to it. So without further ado, we're gonna step inside the safe room and shred.